Hello and welcome to this video where I'm going to be teaching you about factorizing. Now in this video all I'm going to be focusing on is the grade D type questions where you are fully factorizing expressions like this. You can see the difference between grade D and grade C is here we just have one variable. Now the important part of this video that I want you to take is what fully factorizing is. I'll explain that later. But factorizing itself is the opposite of expanding brackets. So I'm just going to start off with a very quick recap on what expanding brackets is. So if I have 3 times by x plus 2, I have to multiply 3 by everything that's inside the brackets. So 3 times by x would give me 3x, and 3 times by positive 2 is going to give me positive 6. So if I'm going to have an expression and I want to factorize it, I'm going to have to put it into brackets. So it's going to look something like this. All I've got to put in, all I've got to work out are what numbers should go there. Now the number that goes outside the brackets is the number that I can divide both 4 and 2 by. Now 4 and 2 are both in the 2 times tables, so I'm going to divide both of them by 2. So 4x divided by 2 is going to give me 2, and 2 divided by 2 is going to give me 1. And the great thing with this is you can always check your answer. You can see 2 times by 2x is going to give me 4x, and 2 times by 1 gives me 2. So I'm just going to run through a couple different examples of this, just so you get a better idea. So 9x plus 3. So I want the biggest number that I can divide 9 and 3 by, which obviously in this case is going to be 3. So 3 is going to go outside the brackets. Now to work out what goes inside the brackets, I just have to divide both of those by 3. So 9x divided by 3 is going to give me 3x, and 3 divided by 3 is going to get me 1. And again, it's quite easy to check my answer just by expanding the bracket, and hopefully I should get the original expression. Now you can see here we've got a slightly different type of question. This time I have a negative. Now it's exactly the same process. What's the biggest number I can divide 10 and 8 by? Well, that's going to be 2. Then 10x divided by 2 is going to give me 5x, and minus 8 divided by 2 is going to give me negative 4. So in the negative in the question, it just means that my answer is also going to involve a negative. And again, easy to check. 2 times by 5x gives me 10x, and 2 times by minus 4 gives me minus 8. Now in this third example, you'll notice that 4 and 24 can be divided both by two different numbers, by 2 and 4. Now, fully factorizing is when I divide it by the biggest number possible. So in this case, it would be 4. So you need to divide both of them by 4. 4 needs to be outside the brackets for it to be fully factorized. If I had divided them both by 2, I would have factorized it, but I wouldn't have fully factorized it. There's usually an extra mark given for fully factorizing. So hopefully this video has explained everything you need to know on grade D factorizing questions. And I've got 4 questions I'd like to do for homework before our next lesson. If you need any help before the lesson, please find me. It's very important that you do these questions before we come in. I'd expect everyone to be able to do the first 3 questions. Question 4 is a challenge question. I'd like everyone to have a go at this, although I'm not expecting everyone to get it right. Thank you very much.